Alright, welcome back to another Mechlab Monday. This week we have the Lothian start. Currently it appears the Circinus Federation has conquered the home planet of the Lothians. Okay. But, yeah, we also started soldiers, so let's see what we get. Hopefully we get some energy weapons. Ammo matched with weapons would be good. Maybe some electronic warfare gear. We got a double bin of Gauss ammo. We're not going to be able to use that. A couple double heat sinks. Unless we happen to get a kit, we're not going to be able to use that. Armor piercing AC2 ammo. 5 damage directly to internals. That's nothing. Minus 50%. Okay. So you're giving up 12.5 damage for 5 damage directly to internals. That is awful. Especially with the -1 accuracy. Wow. Just wow. That is so bad. I don't understand. I don't understand why through armor damage has been beaten into the ground. The armor piercing Gauss ammo does 15, I think, now. And apparently they reduced the through armor damage of all of the ballistics. So I mean 10 was already okay. It was pretty meh since it had the accuracy penalty still. But at least with 10 damage through, if you were firing like 3 AC2s, you could actually potentially kill a tank. But with 5, that is just set. Yeah. Armor piercing is not very viable for anything other than through armor crits anymore. I mean, it does have the 50% crit, 50% increased crit chance and the 50% through armor crit chance, but still, it's not great. 2 TSMs, 1 is probably never even going to get used, but okay. Mask, our piloting is not going to be high enough to use. ER medium laser, okay. That's good to see. Medium pulse laser, I love seeing that. Good. Acid SRM ammo. Artemis, we're not going to have the fire control system, so that's kind of irrelevant. But the acid I like to see. Also a double bin of light Gauss ammo. Okay. LK SRM. Okay, so if we have any SRMs on our starting mechs, Acid LK is a great combo. We got some AC20 doubles, a UAC5 double, some Deadfire LRMs, Deadfire SRMs. So we're set on SRMs. MRM double bin, so if we have an MRM, we can use it. That'd be good. Small pulse laser, that'll probably find its way into a mech. We also have MRM improved. So if we happen to get an MRM, then we actually have ammo to use it. Same with the AMS double bin, so if we have an AMS, we can use it. Yeah, just lots of ammo. C3 unit. Actually, I'm very happy to see the C3 unit. Slap that on a short range up front mech and enjoy the increased accuracy for your entire lance. Beautiful to see early game. We got a couple heat banks, so we could toss those on to sink 8 heat per turn and reduce the heat damage we take. So if we're against pirates, for example, that's great. And we indeed got an MRM 30. We have the ammo to run it, and we have an MRM 30. We're going to try to fit that on one of our mechs. And we have an MRM 10, so we can potentially, if we have 13 tons plus ammo, that's an MRM 40 at the start of the game. That's potentially really good. UAV, before you have any specialist options, that's a really good thing to throw on a mech. Mag Pulse LRM, I like seeing that. Okay, Streak SRM, a bunch of LBX. We have LB20s. Do we have LB20 cluster? We do. Okay. 1 evasion ignore +1 accuracy on 100 damage. That's actually really good. Large laser. Okay, this is probably the best soldier start I've seen yet. Good. That'll give us some toys to play with.
Check out this mech bay, Commander.
And we start with okay. So that's a griffin, a trebuchet, an Urby lamb, which we honestly probably can't do anything with. Just because lambs kind of require their own stuff. We got a mongoose. Alright, and a stinger. Okay. So, our griffin here. Hold on a second. Griffin is 5'7". Trebuchet is also 5'7". Trebuchet has 2 missile hardpoints. So remember I was saying we have basically an MRM 40 with ammo? I think Trebuchet is going to become an MRM build. So, the question is, how do we do it? So, do we have the tonnage? And there's 2 ways you could think about this. You could either go MRM 30 in the side torso, MRM 10 in the arm, so that if you punch, you still have the majority of your damage. Or you could go MRM 30, MRM 10, and have the +1 accuracy on the arm, negating the -1 accuracy from the MRM. However, if you lose the arm, you lose your biggest weapon. So I personally prefer to take the accuracy hit and do something like that. Ammo, MRM. We have a double bin, which is 600 shots. That's basically all we're going to need. But we also have improved, which is +2 accuracy. Now, our armor's pretty low, but that is insane damage output. Our heat efficiency is also pretty bad. Not that bad, though. So if we have... Wait. Urby Lamb has compact heat sinks. Compact heat sinks are double heat sinks, basically. Okay, so let me just... Yeah, let me just go in here. So, compact heat sink kit is basically double heat sinks. It sinks 60 heat. The only difference is if you have to have heat sinks other than the engine heat sinks, then they weigh 3 tons and take 1 slot to sink 6 heat. So they're very heavy, but if you're only using the engine heat sinks, they're the same as a double heat sink kit. And since we can't really customize the Urby, well, then again, hold on. Hold on. What if we just use single heatsink cooling? Because the weapon bays don't generate heat. The weapon bays generate no heat. So, if we drop the ER medium magnas for something that generates less heat. Okay. So we need 6 single heat sinks for this thing. I think I'm also going to rip out the defensive gyro. So we still have a lamb. We just have a lamb that... Why is it over tonnage? What? Hold on. What? Okay, I'm actually legitimately confused here. Oh! Compact heatsink in the head. Got it. I was curious why the tonnage went up. Yeah. Okay. So we'll leave Urby like that for now. We need to get 6 single heat sinks. And as long as the Stinger has 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, beautiful. So, we drop the Stinger. Go back to the Urby Lamb. And we're going to set this thing up with single heat sinks. Boom. Okay. So now the heat efficiency is 3630, so we can drop the ER medium magnas. Go with just standard medium lasers, which generate half the heat. And now we're overcooling by 12, which means we have plenty of heat to use the lamb turbines. Beautiful. Actually, small pulse laser. Ooh, also, we have TSM. Ah, you can't use TSM with lambs. Got it. So I had a Phoenix Hawk lamb that had like built-in TSM. So I guess you just have to have special lamb-specific TSM. I was going to say TSM would let us have higher carrying capacity, which would let us bring more weapons. But yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, honestly, how much jump heat do we generate? Jump heat 12. Because we want to stay in motion. One hex jump distance at 2 heat. I don't know. We'll see how the heat goes with the overcooling by 15. We'll see if that's enough. Actually, do we want to drop some death from above stuff in exchange for trading the medium laser for a medium pulse? Because that would definitely free up a ton. And we could also armor up potentially. So I'm going to keep the Talons, because the Talons give additional kick attack damage and stability damage. And once we're out of payload, then that's kind of our best bet. But the death from above stuff... Yeah, the death from above stuff I'm going to drop. Because if you make a death from above, there's a piloting check involved and you could potentially fall down. Not great. And that frees up almost 3 tons. So yeah, that medium laser is actually going to be a medium pulse laser. So we've got a mech that can get into people's backs and then very accurately shoot them. And it's still overcooling by 12, so we still have plenty of heat for jumping around. Cool. We'll see how that works. And then the last ton in 1.7 tons is just going to go into armor. Protect our pulse lasers a little bit. Back armor, because we're going to be jumping into compromising positions. I mean, put the ECM in center torso so that we can punch out if we need to. Flight sensors, also death from above stuff. Yeah, so the flight sensors, 15% maximum jump distance though. None of these give that, do they? No. Alright, so we got the small cockpit, reducing gunnery and piloting. The melee fire control system, it's better than a standard. So it's not gonna matter for our shooting, but it will increase our melee accuracy, which is good. Again, once we finish dropping our payload, we're not going to have much in the way of, you know, doing damage. And then we have 94, 70, 70 for our front armor, 35, 25, 25 for our rear armor, 45 on the arms, 60 on the legs. Yeah, that is a very respectable little Urby.
Log and
Now then,
shouldn't be too hard.
trebuchet. Trebuchet is going to use the compact heatsink kit. So now it has 60 heat sinking. And we are indeed going to drop in the MRM 30 and the MRM 10. Along with all the MRM ammo we're ever going to need. And, I mean, that's already a build. Our heat efficiency isn't quite perfect, so let's toss in a heat bank as well. And now we're overcooling by 5. That is beautiful. We have an MRM build for our first mission. That is going to shred some light mechs. And then toss in the defensive gyro because we want to protect our most, you know, our highest impact mech. This is not the mech for the C3 unit. We're going to put the C3 probably on a light mech. I mean, honestly, Urby would be a good candidate for the C3 unit. But I think the armor on the Urby is more important. Speaking of armor, since we are running the MRMs, the medium lasers are significantly less impactful. We've got 200 damage on the MRMs versus 25 per laser. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to drop one of the medium lasers just to be able to armor up more. Especially on the heavy MRM side. And especially the legs that are carrying the ammo. A little bit of protection for the MRM 10. Something like that. Obviously, this would be the first mech that we put Pharaoh or Indo into. Just immediately as soon as we got it. This mech would be the one to get Pharaoh, Indo, more armor, possibly an ECM if we could get one. But yeah, that's a MRM build for our first mission. That's gonna be fun.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Alright, mongoose is gonna be the C3 carrier. Right now we've got 3 medium laser. That's a rangefinder. And that's recon sensors. Those are going in our trebuchet. So the question here is, how do we get the 1 ton for the C3? The C3 is going to be very helpful for our entire lance. So how do we get the C3 in here? We have respectable armor for a light mech. So I think I'm actually just going to drop a medium laser and put in the C3 unit. Because giving our other mechs, especially the MRM mech, +1 sensors and increased visibility visibility and signature for the mechs that we're trying to target with the MRMs is going to be far more impactful than a single medium laser. So C3 goes straight into the mongoose. That's all we're doing there.
I'll let you know when that's done.
And then we have the griffin. And the griffin is currently PPC LRM 10. I mean, we have an LRM 15. Can we? So drop jump jets. Yeah. We could definitely PPC LRM 15. And we also have a shield side, which I really enjoy having. What kind of LRM ammo do we have? Magpulse. Magpulse is really good. Not only for the slight heat generation, it increases the enemy's heat generation and gives them +1 heat per missile, but also mostly for the ECM jamming. Because if they have no sensors, they have a +5 penalty to hit. So that is an incredibly strong choice. And that is 120. So that's 8 shots with an LRM 15. Do we want to keep the standard LRM ammo? If I had an LRM 10 and an LRM 5 instead of an actual LRM 15, I would absolutely bring the chaff and just keep the LRM 5 on chaff the entire time. Just to blind the target and reduce their accuracy. But since I just have the LRM 15, Magpulse does a similar job but better. They both do the same damage, but the Magpulse also increases their heat. Then again, if they're running a ballistic build or a missile build, the chaff will actually be superior to the Magpulse. The Magpulse is only going to be better if they're running an energy build, because single heat sinks is plenty to cool down a ballistic or missile build. So I think I'm actually also just gonna bring the chaff ammo. Why not? And then we have a heat delta of 6, which is fine, because if we need to turn the PPC off, we can do that. Although actually, we can drop the PPC for a large laser, which makes us heat neutral and gives us 2 tons for armor. So we armor up the good side that has our, equipment in it. Toss some back armor on. Even though we are... Yeah, we don't need to armor up that much. I'll keep it in the front. 110 on the legs should be fine. 120 on the side torso should be fine. Get some more back armor on there. So we have a shield side that we really don't care if it gets wrecked. Even if we lose a leg, we still have a large laser and an LRM 15 to shoot at long range. So we don't need to worry too much about losing mobility. We are heat neutral. Honestly, actually, would the rangefinder be better here? So the main reason I would be putting the rangefinder on the MRM build is for the +1 gunnery, which would make it slightly more accurate. Whereas here, the sight distance might actually come into play. And if we have no visuals, that's a +5 difficulty to hit. So I think I am going to actually put the rangefinder onto the Griffin here. Just to give it the ability to engage more accurately at long range. And then, yeah, that's basically it. I'm not a big fan of this Griffin. Its hard points are just meh. 1 energy, 1 missile, and 2 support is not enough to really get anything done. So I would actually phase this out before I phased out the Urbanmech Lamb. To be completely honest. I feel like the Urby Lamb is bringing more to the table than this Griffin. But it's what we got.
Shouldn't be too hard.
So trebuchet is the highest priority. We've got some more stuff to do to it. Actually, the mongoose, I also want to put the... Here, I can stop work and just do it right now. So we have that UAV. That UAV is perfect for the mongoose, who is already carrying our C3 unit. So we can run in short range, give up the 2 medium lasers and the small laser to UAV ping everyone around it, reducing their evasion and giving them plus bonus visibility and sensor, and just scrambling their sensors. Just having a good time. Also may reveal stealth and undetected enemies. Good times. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So that little mongoose is our electronic warfare beacon. Head straight to engineering, upgrade the power systems. Power systems into mech bay gives us more tech points. Are we on a half skull planet? Yeah. No, we're on a 3 skull planet. Okay. So that's 5.5. That's 2. 2.5. Oh yeah, I forgot to check the store. We had so much good stuff. Like, it's always nice when the soldier start gives you everything you need together. Flame Breath is actually really interesting. Because our Urby has Inferno Bombs. Our Urby has Inferno Bombs. I think we're also going to give it a Flame Breath. The Flame Breath is a cockpit item, so it essentially weighs nothing. Also an IFF Jammer Mark II.
New equipment available.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's good. So our Urby is going to get the Flame Breath. I don't think it was running a cockpit already? No, it was running the small cockpit. Okay, well, we're putting the Flame Breath somewhere to support the Urby's Inferno Bombs. Also, check the hiring hall. Always check the hiring hall. Max just has Athletic, Citric, Assassin, Ex-Military, Brave.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Yeah, I'll take him.
New Mechwarriors available.
Zombie 6, Dependable, Lucky, Mechwarrior, Ex-Military. Don't have enough berths. We have El Duce, Lucky, but not military. Oh yeah, military. There it is. Military Lucky. That's a great combo. We have Gisla, Reckless, beautiful. Ningyo, just ex-military.
Orders.
Alright, goodbye. Because Zombie 6 is ex-military and honest and dependable and lucky and mech warrior. So
New Mechwarriors available.
just a straight upgrade there. Alright. And now that we've got that figured out. Got 1.5 skull planet. Sure. Small population, pirate presence, moons, actually. Ooh. So moons is... Oh wait, it's also an Arctic world? Okay. So these are actually the two sides of the coin. Arctic world has increased cooling by quite a lot, which means we never have to worry about our mechs running hot, but that also means the mag pulse ammo on our LRMs is kind of useless, other than just scrambling the sensors, which the chaff will do a better job of. And the Flame Breath and Urby with his Inferno Bombs are going to be completely ineffective in the Arctic world. Whereas on the moons, heat is such a big deal that we should be able to overheat people pretty easily on the moons, but we also have to be more careful of our heat. But if I remember correctly, none of our mechs have a very high heat delta at all. So I think moons is good. Although I don't like Arctic world. I don't want to go to an Arctic world. That's an ice world. That's four skull. Let's see. There we go. Terran world with moons. Alright.
By your command.
So we can be happy about dropping on just regular highlands and stuff like that. Yeah, no Solar 7. Solar 7 is a great way to make a lot of sea bills really fast if you want to, but we're just playing one mission, so it doesn't matter.
Upgrades you asked for are online, Commander.
Alright, straight away to engineering, straight away to Mech Bay 2,
I'll get the team on it right away.
and continuing to travel. But what we're really looking for is those lunar missions, or desert, the desert biome, Badlands. Also is really good for our couple of heat generation weapons to be super effective. And that's also available on a Terran world. So it'll be
Hey boss, we've just completed those.
it'll be interesting picking the missions. Alright. Engineering.
What brings you down here, Commander?
Get the automation so Mech Bay 2 works at 100%
That's ready.
efficiency.
I'll get the crew moving.
And yeah. Traveling 3, 2, 1.
Network orders complete, boss. Top
And
network.
arriving.
Waypoint reached, Commander.
Sure, let's look at the store. Bolt-on rockets, sure.
New weapon systems available.
Advanced optics, love to see it. And that's all we need from there.
Nice to see you down here in the...
So the trebuchet, we are absolutely putting the sensor recon and the IFF jammer on. So we could put the advanced optics so that we get night vision, bonus accuracy, etc. However, this thing has so much volume of fire, accuracy is not a big concern. We are going to hit missiles. We're firing 40 per turn, so a lot of them will hit even if our hit chance is bad. So I'd rather it just not explode with the IFF jammer and the recon sensors. And again, if I had ECM, I would absolutely find a way to work it into this mech.
On it.
Now, the advanced optics is going to go on the Griffin. Especially since it's advanced optics Mark III, so even to max range of the LRMs will get the accuracy bonus. So here we go with the
financials whenever you are.
financial report. Sure, okay. And here we go with the Irby Lamb, Griffin. So, again, Griffin. Absolutely going to get... And actually, you know what? We might as well put the heat bank here. Might as well. I mean, we have it. Might as well use it. So now we're overcooling, even if we get hit by heat weapons. Even if we're in a lunar or desert biome, we should be fine on heat. And we have the advanced optics in addition to the rangefinder, so we should have a pretty easy time hitting. Even though our weapons aren't, you know, great, we'll still hit more accurately.
Logged and noted.
Which is good. The mag pulse and the chaff especially, being able to hit more frequently with them is really good. Yeah, the Urbanmech Lamb, it is running the small cockpit, so we cannot use the flame breath. Why is it grayed out? Do you have to have an energy hardpoint in the head? Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so you have to have an energy hardpoint in the head. So we'll just, do that. Oh, okay, it's not a cockpit. It's just a weapon that has to go in the head. I mean, that makes it slightly less interesting. That actually makes it considerably less interesting. I mean, it does 8 to 18 damage. So if it only weighed half a ton, I would absolutely take it instead of the small laser, but with it weighing a full ton, that would be a medium laser. I don't think it's worth it. I thought that the Flame Breath was going to actually take the cockpit slot, and thus the 1 ton would be the cockpit ton. But no, it's an energy weapon that you have to put in the head. Okay. Fair enough. But we are also going to go Bolt-on Rocketeer. So if Mongoose gets behind target, Mongoose shoots lasers and Bolt-on rockets and has a good time. Sounds good.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
And the Urby Lamb. I mean, yeah. I think that's everything. Like, we do have an ECM on the Urby Lamb, but would I rather leave it there? What else would I do with 1 ton? Nothing. Actually, I could drop the ECM from the Urby Lamb. Put the C3 from the Mongoose into the Urby Lamb. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
Mongoose. C3 is going on the Urby. Mongoose is getting... where is it? Flame Breath. And a small laser. There we go. That's fun.
Shouldn't be too hard.
That's fun. C3 unit is going on Urby.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
And then we have the ECM for one of our medium mechs. Which medium mech? And this is less a matter of who do I want to protect and more a matter of just which mech has a ton. And I think the answer is the trebuchet. Because I think I'm just going to drop a medium laser here. And add the ECM. So between the Sensor Recon, IFF Jammer, and the ECM, this should be a very hard to hit mech. And again, getting Pharaoh, getting Indo into this thing would let us put the medium laser back, possibly both of them. Armor up, whatever. There's a lot we could do with this. This is just a really good start to a build.
On it.
So we'll have ECM on the trebuchet, we'll have C3 on the Lamb, and the Mongoose will give a little bit of heat damage in addition to the Lamb's Inferno Bombs and the Griffin's Mag Pulse. We are actually leaning into heat a little bit here.
Job's done, Commander.
So we're going to pick a mission with that in mind. So I'm specifically looking for a mission that is Badlands, for example. Lowlands is less interesting. I mean, that's a recovery in the Badlands. Let's do it. Let's do it. Alright, so we have our... I'm going to put the trebuchet first because it's our pride and joy. Urby, Mongoose, and then we have a cargo truck with rockets. So basically, we're going to fire off rockets, and then once we run out of rockets, we're going to start ramming mechs. Sounds fun. I actually need to go into the barracks, level up all of our Mechwarriors.
do you need?
4.
Mechwarrior training complete.
Worth noting, if you're new to Mechlab Monday, or I'm just gonna keep beating it into your head if you're not, tactics actually gives better accuracy bonus than gunnery early on, because until you have enough tactics and targeting equipment in your mechs to get sensors every round consistently, any round where you have a low sensor roll and you get no sensors, that's a penalty of 5. So, accuracy, gunnery gives you base chance to hit, which is then modified by everything else. So it's actually, if you have nothing giving bonuses, it's actually less than 1% chance to hit. And then if you have things giving bonuses, it becomes multiplicatively better.
Commander.
As compared to tactics, which, for example, here, I have the choice between gunnery or tactics. I absolutely take tactics. In addition to the better sensor roll, you also have reduced hesitation, so you have more versatility on when you act, and you have an additional +1 initiative for every 2 points of tactics. So getting to tactics 4 is very, very important.
Training confirmed, Commander.
What do you need?
And actually,
Mechwarrior training complete.
who's going to be the Mechwarrior? I think our commander is going to go in the MRM boat just to get the extra evasion and dependable minus stability damage and brave plus resolve. So yeah, I think our commander is going to go in the MRM boat.
Confirmed.
Zombie, honest, dependable Mechwarrior military.
What do you need?
Does anyone have Gladiator? Yes, but she also has Reckless. I'd rather put Reckless on something good. Yeah, I'm not seeing... Oh wait, there we go. So Shade here. He's Gladiator. I should have given him 4 piloting and put him on the Urby. Because the Urby is going to run out of ammo and is going to have to start kicking things.
Confirmed.
I mean, I'm gonna put Zombie 6 in the vehicle and have him ramming things. So
Training complete.
+1 piloting gives a little bit better accuracy. I don't think the sensor roll is applied to melee. I don't think so, because I mean it wouldn't really make sense that if you're close enough to punch them, you don't need your sensors. But I've never actually checked. I don't even know if you can hover melee and see what the accuracy modifiers are. I don't know. I have no idea at all. I don't really melee super often. But yeah, let's do this and do some science while we're at it. So again, griffin, trebuchet, herby lamb, mongoose, and cargo truck. Cargo truck is going to have a zombie in it. Our commander with Jinxed is going to go into the trebuchet. Yeah, also has the minus stability damage taken. Dependable is really good with Jinxed or Cautious, or both, because the additional evasion gain is obviously lost when you're knocked unsteady. So having less stability damage taken increases the number of rounds you're able to have the evasion bonuses. In the Griffin, we want somebody... What do we want? Mechwarrior? Reckless. Reckless? Do we put Reckless? So the debate here between Reckless and somebody with 4 gunnery, 4 tactics is... I mean... So Reckless is essentially, as long as the target has some evasion, it's essentially a +2 accuracy, which is better than 2 gunnery. But if they have no sensors, then it's a 5 penalty. So Reckless is not worth dropping. But then again, 2 tactics compared to 4 isn't as significant, and that's guaranteed 2 accuracy. So I think I am actually going to bring the Reckless on the mongoose, in part just to start getting her experience, and in part because, I mean, the mongoose actually has some decent firepower. And worst case scenario, if she has a bad sensor roll, she can UAV ping. So that UAV makes this much more viable than if it wasn't there. Because if she got a bad sensor roll, then she's probably not going to hit anything. But having the ability to UAV ping when she gets a bad sensor roll is pretty good. Pretty good. And then 4/4 Shade. Gladiator on the Urbanmech. Absolutely. And on the Griffin, Mechwarrior military lucky, sure. Yeah, nobody else has 4/4, so yeah, that's our team. Let's go. Alright, so we're against Serkenis. There could be pirate tech, there could be primitive tech. Probably not going to see any clan tech, so should be a pretty straightforward mission.
Command interface initiated.
Again, we are in the Badlands, or the Badlands by design. We're going to try to overheat something. Okay, we got to get all the way over there to evac. Well then.
Okay, y'all. Stay frosty.
I mean, I do like high ground cover. How would we get down there, though? We move to the edge to take up a firing line. We have a mineral field to scramble sensors. It looks like there is a ramp down right there. Yeah. This is where we're going to drop. So we have no spawn protection. But hopefully the enemy can't hit us. Alright. Ow.
I'm losing weapon systems.
Okay. That is a stealth VTOL, apparently with an MRM. Pretty sure that was an MRM.
Waiting for orders.
So our Urbi already lost an arm. RIP medium pulse laser. So yeah, spawn protection has really... Like, the lack of spawn protection makes it so that you're pretty much wrong if you're not just building super long-range mechs, artillery mechs, etc., and just dropping as far from the enemies as possible and killing them without ever seeing them. I disagree with the change, but it's a mod. Like, we're along for the ride. They're gonna do what they think makes the game best, and if we don't like it, we just don't install the mod. Those hit chances. What's our sensor roll? +3, actually. Surprising. I guess just because it's a stealth VTOL. I would have to move to actually check sensors. What about this guy? Yeah, that's much better. I really don't want my left side towards the enemies, though. Huh. Out of curiosity, we are able to jump for 6. into this thing's back. And overheat. Yep. Alright. I mean, I like the 6 evasion. And I like the Inferno bombs, but we're not going to be able to get our other heat on point yet. So we're going to wait to do the heat shenanigans. Jump into optimal range. Wait. Wow. 1 hex. This is 47% on the Hellfire. This is 91. So I think the optimal range indicator's a little bit off. But yeah, can we? Yes, we can. So the fact that the line is still green means that we can still shoot. So we're going to jump for 4 into a position where they can only hit our right side.
I copy.
We can't use Vigilance, so if they hit us with anything, we're unsteady. However,
Target locked. Enemy hit.
we're going to kill that.
1 less target. I'm out of short-range missiles.
And the Hellfires are single shot, so that's the kill.
Yeah?
But it's fine. Enemy down. Now we can move in with our MRMs
Bugging out.
and see how we do here. So, our sensor roll, we have a total of +2, but we're against stealth, so we have no sensors. Because the stealth, no matter what kind of stealth it is, it reduces our sensor check on that target by at least 2. Some stealth is up to like 5, I think. So, yeah. And we are getting jammed. So, yeah. I mean, we still have volume of fire, so surely we're gonna hit enough, right? No, we did not.
Orders.
The yellow jacket still stands.
Understood.
That was so unfortunate that the yellow jacket has an MRM and was able to unload on our Urby before we even got a turn.
Taking the shot.
Like, just long range, drop far
Let's
away,
take
and
advantage.
not get shot without
Ready to
spawn
rock.
protection is definitely the best play here. Oh wow. That hit chance.
All right, let's move.
Amazing. This yellow jacket might single-handedly wipe us. Like, I'm not even joking. I'm actually going to stay out of their ECM bubble. How's our sensor roll here? Pretty okay. I mean, the roll was a -1. But we still have no sensors because stealth. Yeah, no sensors, mimetic armor, oof. And then the height distance difficulty +1 just because it's a VTOL. I think I am actually going to chaff. I don't think chaff has to hit to scramble sensors. But yeah, he's now less accurate. So what's he going to blow up this time? Nothing. He did not shoot. Alright, so that's another VTOL, another yellow jacket. This time what appears to be Hydra LRMs. Okay. We do have enough for Vigilance, so I think I am actually going to jump. I mean, this thing only has 75 armor and structure in the back. That's too hot. That's too hot. So, yeah, it looks like I'm better off sprinting than jumping. I actually really wish I would have saved my single-shot missiles. Like, I really wish I would have saved the single-shot missiles for the Yellow Jacket. I just thought our MRM was going to be enough to take it down. I was mistaken.
Locked on. Rear armor.
But yeah, I'm moving the Urbi in because I'm
That's
banking on the 4 evasion to be enough. If I can take down the MRM VTOL... Okay.
That shot went
Between the 4 evasion and the vigilance, I hope Urbi will survive. But that was some kind of tandem shot. Apparently only 1 tandem missile hit. So I'm assuming it's a hatchet man with rockets.
Orders.
Assuming. I mean, that's a hit chance.
Location confirmed.
That just dropped because I walked into the circle, of course. So EMP against vehicles is still going to do 4 damage instead of 5, but scrambling sensors. So,
Copy that.
Hatchet Man has AMS. That's a problem.
Yep.
Okay. MRM.
Understood.
Running through fire. In MRM we trust. So MRMs do have reduced chance to be shot down by AMS.
Orders.
Oh boy. Yeah, stealth VTOLs. That's tricky.
Target locked on enemy 6. Negative damage.
Oh boy. I mean, yeah, we've got to go all in. If we can't kill this thing, please kill it. Not enough. It's gonna get another turn. Alright, let's watch as one of our mechs explodes. Or it does nothing.
Good to go.
You know what? I'll take it. Too much heat. Too much heat. Five evasion. Hit chance is terrible. But it is 5 evasion. Although, since we're already so banged up, I'm actually going to reserve and keep the vigilance up until we get enough resolve to vigilance again. Okay.
You need me to hold still for
Pretty happy they're sending that heat for our Roguetech instead of a mech that actually cares. Okay, more tandem missiles, more swarm missiles.
Reporting internal damage.
As long as they don't get a through armor crit, we're fine.
Commander.
No, I am gonna wait. Ooh, camera. Be good. Where are we? There we are. Yeah, sorry about the camera jump there. Yeah, gonna reserve again.
Standing by.
What's up, boss?
I mean, I'm much less worried about the Yellow Jacket firing incendiary stuff at us.
Rear armor it is. Failed to connect.
Okay. And I'm actually going to reserve
Commander.
our LRM because I don't want to waste the mag pulse on a target that might die.
What are your orders, Skipper? Acknowledged.
And we're just going to keep firing what we can when we can.
Standing by.
Yes, that is who we're looking for. Come on, camera. Stop it.
Position confirmed.
As long as this is a kill, we should be fine.
Here we go.
There we go. That is the biggest threat off the board.
Standing by.
As long as we obviously stay far enough away from the hatchet man. How worried am I actually about this yellow jacket? I don't think I'm that worried. Might be a mistake. And we actually still don't have enough vigilance even after the kill.
Yes, Commander.
That's unfortunate.
Understood. Moving fast.
I'm actually going to start focusing the hatchet man.
Let's see if I like this.
Although he is melee, apparently. It looks like his weapons...
Waiting for order.
Okay, so his AMS is either out of ammo or jammed. But yeah,
Affirmative.
again, banking on the Urby's evasion. And dropping some
Got the
Inferno.
aim. Shot.
Looks like 2 hits. Ooh, prototype heatsink kit. I think that's what that said.
Armor holding.
Yeah, so he has no mobility as long as he's hot. Okay.
Aye, aye.
Yellow jacket firing a single laser. Yeah, no, I'm gonna completely focus the hatchet man now. Between the EMP
Blocking.
and the Inferno bombs, we could potentially shut him
Good to
down.
go. On the move. Full speed.
Mongoose going in. Oh yeah, I forgot to sensor ping when we had bad accuracy.
Got a lock.
Alright.
Confirm.
Rocket Techie.
Affirmative, Commander.
That's a hit chance.
I'm on him. Good to go.
Structure is exposed.
Got it.
Yeah, moving to drop stability damage, and because he shouldn't be able to move after this,
Firing on rear arc.
or at least not move very far.
I'm out of SRMs.
Although that was the last of our Inferno bombs.
Aye,
So yes, our overheat shenanigans are inadequate.
aye. Going full throttle.
We are keeping him stationary. So he's got no evasion. That's another VTOL down.
Tango down.
The asset is in hand, Commander. Good work.
Rocket Techie.
Copy that, Commander.
Getting closer because this is our last shot of our rocket packs. And now all we have to do with the Rocket Techie is some ramming.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
And yeah, the mag pulse reducing his accuracy. Beautiful. Absolutely
All right,
beautiful.
Full speed.
More mag pulse.
I'm here.
And our MRMs. Yeah, if we advance, well, we can move and shoot obscured. That's fine.
Confirmed.
We're gonna take this guy apart before he actually drops his heat and can move
Roger.
again. Ooh, that's actually an advanced AMS.
Standing by.
They're heavy, but good. Very, very good. %27% on the flame breath. I mean, if we want to be super daring, we can walk right up to a hatchet man and get meleeed in the face. No, I'll take the 27%, thank you very much.
No target.
Alright, he's open.
Yes, Commander.
And this would be so risky. I mean, we got a good sensor roll. Well, the roll was +0, but with our tactics giving us +2, we have sensors, so does not give me the opportunity to test if a melee attack takes no sensors into consideration. Plus, you know, Irby's in pretty rough shape right now, so... Why are we not dropping the stability damage when we move? Huh.
Firing at enemy.
It's a shame that we lost the medium pulse laser, but maybe we could get something good out of it. Alright, looks like he still had some tandem missiles left.
Structure damage.
And now he has dropped all of his heat. Yeah, we have sensors here. So, we cannot get into his back. The one hex that he's positioned himself at, we cannot get into his back. But you know what? I don't think he's going to survive this turn.
Targeting for physical attack.
So let's do some extra leg damage and knock him unsteady.
Yup.
Oh wait, we still have... Okay, so apparently the ammo indicator for the rocket packs is individual, not shared. Good to know.
I'm there.
We've actually gotten quite a few shots out of those things. Claws destroyed, right leg destroyed, lower melee weapon destroyed. Pretty good.
Waiting for orders.
I just realized the mongoose has the objective in it. If the mongoose dies, we lose the mission. On the bright side, he can't melee after standing up. So we have at least one turn of not really having to worry about it.
Show me your war face.
Come on, punch out. I would love to get some of the good stuff in you. And again, he can't stand up in melee, so we are completely safe to just roll up and kick him now.
Standing by.
Okay.
On my way.
And this should be the finisher, right?
Copy that.
Okay, engine destroyed. There goes all the good stuff.
Target destroyed.
It's fine. We win.
Mission successful.
Alright, 146,000. Neat. Yeah. Other than the alpha strike we took from a yellow jacket before we had any evasion, things went fine. Hatchet Man, Yellow Jacket, Advanced AMS, Streak MRM-30, no less. Yeah, 1 evasion ignore, and bonus accuracy. And it only fires if everything hits. I would absolutely take the AR-24 here. Just electronic warfare. Indo Steel, until we have Indo. We need Indo. 10-ton hatchet, plus TSM, plus industrial armor. Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't matter what hard points the mech has if it's a 55-tonner carrying a 10-ton hatchet. With piloting A and B to make sure that it hits. But I think that's what we take. I would not be too sad to get the Streak MRM and the Streak MRM ammo. Hatchetman, Karnov, and Yellow Jacket parts. Medium Pirate Chem Laser. Okay. Sure. MML 20 Pirate. Can fire LRM or SRM. 15% jam chance. I mean... okay. It weighs 4 tons more than an LRM 20. And has a jam chance in exchange for the ability to be an SRM 20. So that would be the equivalent of 10 SRM 2s, which is 10 tons worth of SRM 2s, I believe. So it's heavier than either SRMs or LRMs to the same quantity, but it can switch. It's actually kind of cool. Tag Barrage, sure. I'm not convinced that they're actually good at all, but sure. Case 2 is really good if you're playing higher difficulty missions and you don't want your mech to go boom. We got the Indo, we got the Bloodsport, which we will probably put on the Lamb. Fire Control improved, Gunnery and Night Vision, an amazing early game pickup. Improved Jump Jets, 4 of them. We can make a mech jumpy. We got the Stealth Armor as well. That was a really good haul. That was a really good haul. Alright, so 54,000, pretty much entirely the Urby. And coincidentally, the Griffin took no damage. Griffin has Battle Fists, which is punch. It's all punch. But if we put in the heavy industrial armor, we can drop the advanced optics and give it a 10-ton hatchet. And then we give it the melee fire support from the only difference between the fire control melee and the fire control Bloodsport is the fire control melee does not have +1 initiative. So yes, let's actually do that. How long till the Lamb? 5 days? We'll wait the 5 days.
That work order you submitted is complete.
Alright, Herbie Lamb. Got a little bit wrecked on turn 1. Very unfortunate. Lost Inferno Bombs. And since we don't have enough hardpoint ammo to justify it anymore, that means we can drop 2 weapon bays. Because the Inferno Bombs each use 2-ton carry capacity, which you can see up here under the specialist slots. And Lamb weapon bays gives you more tonnage for that. But since we don't have anything to replace the Inferno Bombs with, we can drop the 2 weapon bays, and now we have 4 tons to work with. We also need another heat sink, which we happen to have 1 spare. Beautiful. And now we need Fire Control Bloodsport for the +1 initiative. And I think I'd rather put the AR-24 and Stealth on our SRM, our MRM, our MRM mech. Probably. But yeah, that's good. Although honestly, the cooling... Oh yeah, we also have 4 tons. Huh. Actually, I think I'd rather put more heat sinks so I can jump really far. Just put like a medium laser and then 3 heat sinks. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Let me go to the store and see if I can buy 3 heat sinks. Yes, I can. 2, 3.
New equipment available.
Alright. Oh yeah. Click repair. Medium laser in the arm. Drop the 2 weapon bays. Go ahead and put that on the side. Go ahead and put that in center. Kind of make a bit of a shield side. Alright. And then fire control melee replaced with blood sport, so we have +1 initiative. Again, primarily just for turn 1, so we can get this thing some evasion before it gets shredded. Oh yeah, got 3 tons left, 3 heat sinks. Heat sink. Heat sink. Heat sink. Alright.
Logged and noted.
And then the griffin actually is the TSM we got enough? No, the TSM alone is not enough. Can you use TSM and? No. So either heavy industrial armor or TSM, but that's fine. That is completely fine. So we have ourselves a 10-ton hatchet. That's quite beautiful, actually. And actually, because of that, we're going to drop the LRM regular, and we're going to put LRM Deadfire. So the Deadfire ammo reduces the minimum range of the LRM 15. All range brackets by 33%. So that drops the minimum range to 120. And then it drops the minimum range by an additional 90. So now we can, as we get close, we can fire the LRM 15 with a minimum range effectively of 30 meters. It does have a built-in -2 accuracy though, but it does 50% more damage. So, the idea is we get in close, we swing the hatchet, which prevents us from shooting the large laser, but we can still shoot the LRM 15 with Deadfire. It's not the best melee mech, but it is functional. That 10-ton hatchet is going to do a ton of damage.
On it.
And then, more importantly, the trebuchet. We have Indo. We have an AR-24 sheath beacon. Wait, we already have ECM. We don't need the AR-24 sheath beacon on this mech. And then we can add in... Oh, right, okay. That is completely fine. We add in the stealth armor, which takes 1 slot in each location. And then we add in case 2, so that if we have an ammo explosion, we don't lose the side torso. And then we still have 1.5 tons. Oh, we forgot to put the melee fire control into the other mech, as well as the piloting A and B. Okay. And seeing how inaccurate we were against the stealth target, maybe offense is the better defense with the advanced optics. Nah, I'm gonna keep the IFF jammer in combination with the stealth, in combination with the ECM, in combination with the sensor recon. This should be very hard to hit, so I should be able to confidently drop it into... Ooh. Fire control improved. +1 gunnery and night vision. Beautiful. Yeah, we just made this thing a lot better. And now we can give it more armor. Just max the armor there. And give it something like that. back armor's pretty low, but I think that's a pretty solid build. Again, this thing, especially early game, when the enemy Mechwarriors have low tactics as well. I mean, you saw, even though we got decent tactics rolls, like sensor rolls, we still had no hit chance against the stealth. So, yes, that particular VTOL had mimetic armor, not just stealth, but it helps. Signature reduction, and a 3 sensor check penalty. So they have to have a +4 or higher sensor check roll, or sensor check result, in order to actually have a chance of hitting, to not have the +5 sensor difficulty, or no sensors difficulty. And then in addition to that, in addition to being more likely to have the +5 no sensors, it also gives an additional +2 difficulty at medium, +2 difficulty at long, and +3 difficulty at extreme ranges. So yeah, really good. And we don't really have to worry about the +5% additional heat and +3 heat per turn because we were already overcooling by a significant margin. Actually, we're overcooling by so much. Big brain. Drop the heat bank for the advanced optics. Now we're more accurate and harder to hit. We just have to worry slightly more about getting overheated. But that's fine. And the flame breath. The flame breath was underwhelming. We lost one of the inferno bombs, so we're just gonna put a medium laser on this guy and call it a day. Wait. Hold on.
Shouldn't be too hard.
Ah, we forgot to put the bolt-on rockets back. Actually, yeah, let's put small laser in the head, medium laser in the center. We forgot to put the bolt-on rockets. Whenever I stopped work, I completely forgot about that.
On it.
Alright.
I'll let you know when that's done.
So then, Urbanmech Griffin. Griffin. Tossing in. Where is it? Fire control melee. Pilot support A. Pilot support B. AR-24 sheath beacon. Oh yeah. This thing just got a lot better.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
And I don't normally. I normally just drop on one mission and call it a day. But we have a 10-ton hatchet. We have a 10-ton hatchet, and we're about to get a random mech. We get a mongoose. What kind of mongoose?
Is cleared for fighting.
What kind of mongoose? What did we just get?
Welcome to the grease pit, Commander.
Alright. Mongoose with SLDF tech in the head, a Beagle probe, Royal double heatsink kit, XL engine. That XL engine is going into our MRM boat. Along with the Beagle probe. And we drop this Mongoose's large laser for an ER medium. Replace the small laser with another medium. And then armor up. That is completely maxed armor. And we still have plenty of heat left over, so we're actually going to use the ER medium laser magnas. I could also strip off the endo to put onto the Wolverine. But why? Like, all that would give me on the Wolverine is the ability to add, like, the tag barrage. Yeah, no, I think I'd rather keep the Endo and Pharaoh on this Mongoose that has the built-in Royal Double Heatsink kit and SLDF tech in the cockpit. And actually, I'm going to put one of the ER medium laser magnas into the center. Put the regular ER medium in the side. No. Put the regular medium in the side. Put the ER medium in the head. Shift the double heatsink, so now we have a shield side. Cool. And we really have nothing to use the 0.16 tons on. No. Again, our piloting is not good enough, but then again... So, unlike a supercharger, which if it fails, it blows up your engine, Mask will actually just crit your legs if you fail. I'm gonna put that Mask on our melee mech. Yeah, I'm gonna put the Mask on the melee mech. That's gonna be fun. But for now, I mean... we would need to find another 3 tons. Yeah, no, that's... Those improved jump jets should go on a medium mech. I mean... we could put a single jump jet. Just to be able to get up and down cliffs. But then I'd have to drop the armor a little bit. No, I think I'd rather just have the max armor. Yeah, it'll be a little light. It's fine. And we're probably going to pull the UAV and the rockets off of that Mongoose and put it on the better Mongoose. Yeah, I'm definitely going to play another mission. This has just been too interesting. This has just been too interesting. So the Treb is going to get the XL in. Okay. Well, we get +1 accuracy with our MRM-30. But we have to do that to make room for the XL engine, because it takes 3 slots in each side torso. But that allows us to also put an ER large laser in. No, it doesn't. Heat's a problem. Heat is a problem. I mean, it definitely allows for the Beagle probe. Recon sensors count as a probe? Right, it's sniper sensors that don't count as a probe. Well, I feel kind of silly. 6 1/4 tons and nothing to spend it on. I mean, I guess medium lasers is fine. And then... I mean... You could always add another compact heatsink for 3 tons. Oof. Oof. What do we do? So the Beagle Probe is better than the Sensor Recon for offense. It increases your sensor detection more. It increases your sight and sensor range more. It increases your countering of ECM and stealth by more. However, it does not provide any additional ECM or jamming for yourself, so it's a more offensive option than defensive. I think I actually put the XL engine into our melee mech. I think I put the XL engine into the Griffin.
Hey, Commander. Be with you in a second.
Because I'm pretty sure stealth is effective against melee. Oh, but it already has an AR-24 sheath beacon. Well, at the very least, it'll give us tonnage for the mask. Oh, you can't use industrial TSM with a mask. How unfortunate. Okay, so then once more, we just don't have the equipment to put in. I know you can use a supercharger with the industrial armor, so that would obviously be a pick. A bigger engine core so he could run even faster. Okay, you know what? Fine. Fine. Alright, so doing the thing we were doing. Swapping this stuff around. Putting in the XL engine. I think I am just going to keep the Sensor Recon in place of the Beagle Probe. Add in medium laser, max armor, and the mask soaks the extra weight. Cool. Definitely have max armor on the arm with the MRM-30. And the reason I swapped it like this, the MRM-30 is more exposed to being destroyed being on an arm that only has 80 armor and 40 structure than on the right torso that has 120 armor and 60 structure. But the idea is we keep our left side pointed away from the enemy so that there is zero chance that the arm itself is taking any damage at all, while also enjoying the accuracy bonus. Alternatively, I could have left the MRM-30 in the right torso, put the MRM-10 in the left, and had the ammo in the left torso as well. But then the MRM-30 would be on the shield side that I'm most likely to be pointing towards the enemies, which, like, there's... Assuming I'm able to keep my shield side towards the enemies, the MRM-30 is safer where it is now. If I'm just planning on facing and shooting, just presenting the entirety of my face, The AMRAAM 30 would be safer in the side torso. And with the mask, we should be maneuverable enough that we can pick our facing very easily. Now then, as far as what we want to do, we do need a little bit more armor in the legs, because the legs are potentially getting crit already from the mask. And I don't know for sure if stealth armor gets destroyed if the leg stealth armor slot gets crit, or if it just needs to be repaired after the battle. I don't know exactly how that works, but we'll find out. And I think that's the build. That is one scary trebuchet. Heat is a little bit... I mean, it's a heat delta of 3. Completely manageable, even in a hot biome. 24 days, 1 million C-bills. That's fine. Why is the lamb light? Why is the lamb light? Am I missing something? We have the 6 heat sinks. I'm confused. Sure.
Right.
Alright, I
I'll get it in the schedule.
did something weird. Okay. Alright, and again, dropping the UAV and bolt-on rockets from our worse little guy. And once he's ready, putting them on the new little guy.
Got a new financial report for you.
Yeah. Okay. Mech Bay. Mongoose. Okay. So all we have to do here is UAV, bolt-on rocket 15. And that little guy is ready for action.
On it. I'll let you know
Alright.
when that's done.
And then the Urby is the one with the C3 unit on it, so the Urby is the one that gets in close. Which is great, because he should have the heat to be able to jump around like silly now. Alright. We wait 17 days for the trebuchet, and... he is one of the Mechwarriors we use. So, I'm gonna let it slide. Yeah, that's fine. We don't need medical points right now. Oh, that reminds me. Hiring hall? I don't think we've checked since we arrived. Okay, I really like Crash, specifically for the Disgraced, the ECM shield and probe. Really nice. But all she has going for her other than that is Brave.
Commander.
Yes, Commander.
Plato, ex-military Mechwarrior dependable.
I await your command.
Synapse, technician Mechwarrior Lost Tech.
Commander?
Thorbjorn, ex-military Mechwarrior Brave assassin spacer technician. So that's actually really good for late game. Assassin gives +3 offensive push accuracy and 10% called shot. Military gives -1 recoil and +1 offensive push accuracy. put this on a pinpoint mech once you're able to actually accurately use offensive push and shred people. Because it's possible with enough tactics, with enough equipment, to get your offensive push accuracy to the point where an offensive push gives you more accuracy instead of giving you a penalty. So I would absolutely hire him. But in place of who?
Aye, aye.
Probably Tayton. I would obviously take more time with the decision
Waiting on you, Commander.
if I was actually, gonna continue the playthrough after the next mission. Oops. But let's see if we can skill him up at all.
I hear ya.
We cannot. So we would leave him in the simulator's training for a while. We would not immediately use him. Assassin is not great early game unless you happen to knock somebody or, but light mechs generally explode before you knock them down from stability damage, generally. But if you knocked a medium down, or if somebody overheated themselves, then the 10% called shot would be good. It's really up to you if you would rather drop him into missions to train him, or just build the simulators. Which is actually the next thing I would build anyway. I should have already been working on that. In any case, we got 13 days on the trebuchet.
Hey boss, we've just completed those upgrades.
So our simulator is finished. Our Mechwarriors are going to be training. Cool. And one last time before we drop on the mission, just check and make sure that everything makes sense. We have our Griffin. 10-ton hatchet, Air 24 sheath beacon, disruption ammo until it gets close enough for the deadfire ammo. Pretty good. As far as an early game melee mech, this is a beast. Alright. Our trebuchet. This is a powerhouse. But it is slightly at risk with the XL engine. And because of the XL engine, that means we can't really use this side as a shield side, because then that'll focus the damage on that one side, meaning it's more likely to punch through and destroy the engine. But honestly, I think I would rather lose the engine this early in the playthrough, along with the heatsink kit and the engine core. I think I'd rather lose that than the MRM-30 with the double bin improved ammo and the mask. And again, +1 accuracy on the MRM-30. Yeah, anyway. So that's our trebuchet. We have our Urby Lamb, which is largely there to hop around, have a C3 unit, straw fire, get off one crazy alpha strike with the Hellfire missiles, and then maybe overheat somebody for 2 turns if he hits. Other than that, small pulse laser, medium laser, just do a little bit of damage as he kicks with his talons. It works. Then that's the mongoose we're not using, that's the mongoose we are using. And we have the mongoose that we randomly got that has the Royal Double Heatsink kit, double heatsinks, 4 medium lasers, 3 of them are ER, SLDF gear in the head, UAV in case he has no hit chance, and bolt-on rockets for that extra little oomph on one of his alpha strikes. That is a nice team, and that is the only reason why we're dropping on another mission. So, I'm not gonna lie, if there's a solo duel, we will drop on 2 missions. Solo duel? No, there is no solo duel. Because I would absolutely love to see what our stealth MRM mech does in a solo duel. I mean... So jungle's interesting because there's going to be cover everywhere, and cover actually makes stealth more effective because stealth reduces your visibility and signature, and forests reduce your visibility. So it's very easy early game to get a situation where the enemy has no sensors and no visual, and thus cannot shoot at you at all if you're just chilling in the forest with a stealth mech. So I'm actually going to play the destroy base in the jungle. And we swap out that mongoose for that mongoose. And we have a good time. Although, zombie, you just got promoted. You are now in the griffin. So he's going to have an effective 6 piloting because of the piloting support A and B. Hopefully that's enough to hit, because if we miss with the hatchet, that's going to be very sad. And then El Duce in the Roguetech, so... it has slightly more accuracy. Sure. Let's go. Alright, here we go. Second test run.
Command interface initiated.
In the jungle. Destroying a base, possibly turrets, possibly defenders. We're going to learn our lesson and we're going to approach from a distance. So, based on the drop circles, there's either turrets or defenders or both at the base, and it looks like there's also some enemies here in the water. So I think we're going to drop on this high ground over here and push around the road toward the base. And hopefully we drop out of sight so they can only shoot us on sensors. Assuming they got high enough sensor rolls. Alright, they have a Jenner. Out of range of the Jenner. Beautiful. Our mongoose can already take a shot with its ER lasers and get 5 evasion doing so.
On my way. Double time.
Sounds like a plan. Infantry suppression turret. That thing's gonna have machine guns. Not super worried about it. The Jenner apparently is an SRM Jenner. Otherwise it would have fired its LRMs at us. We don't have a great hit chance, so we're gonna save the rockets for now. And miss everything we fire. Beautiful.
Failed to connect.
Yeah, 8K, I'm pretty sure that is an SRM Jenner. Commando, also SRMs, does 8 damage through cover. So, sorry about the loud vehicle outside. Odds are it is the standard SRM-10 medium laser, but it looks like the medium laser's busted. I'll take it. And I'm actually going to... Beautiful, yes, we can jump for 6. And not overheat. So I am absolutely going to jump for 6. Not close to the infantry suppression turret, though. There's also Cicada. Could be a PPC Cicada, could just be lasers, not sure. Rocket defense, we want to stay away from that. Calliope, that is probably our first target for our long-range mechs. So we will jump a little closer to the infantry suppression turret than I would like, but it's going to bring our C3 unit online against that and the Jenner. Yeah, we cannot jump close enough to bring our C3 turret online against the Calliope. That'll have to happen next turn. Yeah, we are definitely going to jump, though. Jenner. Not firing... Okay, I was pretty sure whenever I was doing the jump that it showed I wasn't going to overheat.
I'm taking heat damage.
I see. So you can't rely on the indicator. Noted. Oh, actually, it might have been... Okay, so it might have... Just the way it's programmed, it might have been showing me the reduced heat from being in water, but since it's a land-air mech, it doesn't benefit from the water. So that could be why the heat generated showed much lower than it actually was.
Ready to rock.
Regardless, we have our melee mech. We are going to use the combination of the C3 unit from the Urbi with our long range to try to prevent the Jenner from being able to shoot the Urbi. And again, since it's a missile build, it's not going to generate as much heat as an energy build, so we're going to use chaff instead of EMP. Same effect though, we're just really trying to scramble its sensors, and we did not hit at all.
Got a lock on me.
Okay, sensor lock, our Urbi's down to 5 evasion.
Yeah.
Okay. Our rocket technical is not able to do anything. Fine. That's fine. And swarm. The rocket techie has so little armor
Come on.
that swarm missiles are actually quite dangerous. Here we go. We are able to get our MRMs online.
Going full throttle.
With the benefit of the C3 unit, that is a 37 and a 30. I'll take it.
Copy that.
That Jenner is still quite fine. Incendiary machine guns.
I'm generating
Noted.
a lot of heat, Commander.
Calliope is scary. Is that a rotary chem laser?
This heat is cooking my internal structure.
Medium rotary chem lasers. Heavy rocket launchers, ATM pirate. That's a scary Calliope. And Jenner still doing nothing. Ah, okay, it tried to fire, but it has streaks and they missed. Yeah, the Jenner needs to go. They're still focusing the rocket techie. That's fine.
Standing by.
Okay, so this time to drop heat, we are just going to sprint. And again, the goal is to get the C3 on as many people as possible. So now it's on the Commando, the Jenner, the turrets. Good deal.
Got it.
So that should drop us a lot of heat. But not enough. Okay, we can just not fire the small pulse. But those rotary chem lasers need to go.
Critical hit, Commander. I'm out of SRMs.
Commando with its SRM-10. Yeah, we only have 3 evasion now, so Urbi's in a little bit of trouble if we can't reduce the enemy's firepower.
Acknowledged.
And yeah, I haven't turned the mask on yet because I haven't really needed it. You can see it has a 30% fail chance, so we are only turning that thing on when we absolutely must. That's a hazard. What? This is a 1.5 skull mission. Why is there a hazard?
What's
Okay.
up, boss?
Alright, fair enough. Do I go down, or do I stay high? I think I stay high. Yeah, our hit chance isn't that much better if we go down there. And mostly trying to give them a target other than the Urbi that has higher evasion.
Target acquired.
Good to
Yeah,
go.
My maneuvering was assuming we were going to hit more than we have. Or in other words, is bad. We could very well lose the Urby. Oh man, I'm not even going to fire that. That cicada moved too far. We are not in range to melee the cicada. So I think we're going to actually go for a shot on the Jinner.
I got you.
And that is no sensors. Beautiful. Yeah, our total is -2, so we have no sensors on everyone. I mean, we could EWS ping the cicada. That's not worth it. Alright, hopefully one of the chaff hits. Alright, one of the chaff hits. He's blinded.
I've been sensor locked.
Yeah, that's dangerous. I
Taking heavy
think...
hits, Commander. I'm starting to cook.
I think Urby needs to get out of there. Although the mongoose is drawing some fire, so that's good. That is good. Ow. 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 Rocket turrets, man. Rocket turrets.
Reporting critical hit.
Yeah, Urby's unsteady with the rotary chem lasers coming in. Yep.
I'm wounded. I'm losing.
Yep. Yep. There goes our C3. Alright, so that was very aggressive pushing, and it was a mistake. On the bright side, I think that means the rocket turret's out of... No, it's not. Unless it was this other turret that was the rocket turret. Don't know.
What do you need?
Okay. We still want to kill the Jenner. Absolutely. 100%. We're going to leave the cicada for our griffin to kill.
Confirmed.
And hopefully we're able to take the Jenner down before he actually gets some solid hits. That hazard is still a thing. We only have charge available. Oh, that's the rocket techie. Yeah, sure, let's charge. Yeah, we don't really care about the rocket techie.
That didn't hit.
What are your orders, Skipper?
There we go. Physical weapon to the front. Firing the dead fire. Never mind. 2.9% hit chance? Nah. 10-ton hatchet. Let's see how it does. Yep. That's a 10-ton hatchet against the cicada.
Enemy eliminated.
Orders?
Too fun. Way too fun. Am I going to make the same mistake with the mongoose? I don't think so. I think the mongoose, we're just going to try to focus down this turret.
No target.
I mean, we probably could have gotten a kill on the Calliope, but this turret needs to go.
Taking a shot.
That's not enough, by far.
I'm out of short-range missiles.
Okay. That's fine.
Need me to hold still for you?
Yeah, our melee mech really needs a supercharger to be able to get in
My
there.
armor's
But
melting off.
again, with such low piloting, a supercharger would just likely explode on us. But you see, once we get there and we can use the axe or the hatchet, it's super effective. Alright, once more, the Jinner missed and did not fire. The second that it gets a lock, that's going to be a ton of damage.
Light damage, Commander.
Hazard coming in. Not shooting.
Confirmed.
Alright, once more cannot melee, so Griffin going back into support mode.
Here we go.
Just trying to keep the Jenner from ever hitting. I would really love 4 evasion, cover, and the ability to shoot the rocket turret. I mean, sure. Mongoose is going to be in a little bit of danger.
Aye, aye.
And I still think
Going full
that
throttle.
destroying the Jenner is the right call here. I still think that's the primary target.
Targeting for an alpha.
But we miss so much.
Commander.
And our rocket techie needs to start just shooting because he's not going to survive much longer. So might as well get out the alphas while we can. You know what? Seeing how hard of a time we're having hitting this Jenner, I think
Took a hard hit there.
I think the rocket turret was the right target. I think we should have taken it down first. Or the Calliope. Or both, because we're going to have a much better hit chance on the stationary targets than on the light mech. This is what happens when you play too much late game and then you immediately jump into an early game battle. But we'll see if our 3 expensive fancy mechs are enough. Because, yeah, the Urby was already kind of in rough shape, and the rocket techie is a joke, quite frankly.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, Mongoose. Get out of there. Get out of there.
On my way. Double
And
time.
also go Vigilance. Yes. And please destroy this turret already.
Aye,
Not enough.
aye. Scored a critical hit.
Wow. Alright. Sunk cost fallacy. Keep going for the Jenner even though you're having a horrible time hitting it. But I've already done so much damage. He's already open. I really wish I had multi-target here. Wait. Erratic maneuvering? Huh. That's new. Do fancy footworks and barrel rolls to get rid of a little grabby boys, but it's hard to shoot straight. Is that part of the battle armor update? So you can swat them, roll, which is knock yourself down, take an injury, but get them off and possibly kill one. And then erratic maneuvering, I guess, is if you want to still move and try to shake them off. Alright. Trebuchet. Jenner. Please kill already. Okay. Finally took Jenner down.
Target destroyed.
Oof.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna sprint here with the Griffin. We're gonna Vigilance for higher initiative and to drop our stability damage, and we're gonna finish off this turret with EMP since it still does 4 damage.
All wet. Go.
Alright. Rocket turret finally down. That should have probably been my first target. Probably.
Oh, what's up, boss?
Those are horrible. Wow. Camera, what are you doing? What are you doing, camera? Yeah, those are awful hit chances, I guess, because of the obstructed line of sight. No, it's a stealth turret. Yeah, see the bubble around it? That's a stealth turret. Okay. We could potentially finish off this Calliope.
Roger. Full speed.
That's also a lot of damage. Rotary chem lasers do a lot of damage. I can confidently say that yes, the right choice was kill the turrets first,
Critical hit, Commander.
but I'm bad and should feel bad. But hey, you know what? It's fine. It's giving our medium mechs a chance to really show off their crazy good
Damage
builds.
is light.
Orders?
Alright, Griffin. That would be a charge. That would be a charge. That's an awful hit chance. No, I think we just advance and try to kill the Calliope.
Copy that.
Advance. And try to kill the Calliope.
I'm on him.
There we go. Rotary chem laser pair
Enemy
down.
eliminated.
That's a lot of damage off the board. And that is a charge. And it hit. And we can't melee after standing up. Amazing.
I took a hit in the meat.
But that also means he has no evasion. Kind of tempted to turn on the mask to see if we could potentially get down here and get behind him, but I don't think it's going to be possible. So we'll just do this,
Acknowledged.
and we'll just get a kill. Or not.
Short range missiles.
Wait, that's right. Hazards are heavy, aren't they? No, it's a medium, 55 ton.
Oh,
Yep, that hurts.
I'm wounded, Commander.
I mean, injury resisted, but if his consciousness reaches the threshold, he just doesn't. Charges are a fair and balanced mechanic. I'm not salty at all.
Commander?
I mean, the punch would do less damage than our medium lasers. So, no. Moving and shooting is the right option here.
On my way. Firing on target.
Alright.
I'm here.
Now I think we mask to get into his side. And that should be a guaranteed
Full
kill.
speed.
Firing into his side. Which is already open. There we go. Now he's dead.
Hostile removed.
And we got close enough for the infantry suppression turret to hit us, but it's fine because our mongoose is standing in water, and the incendiary machine guns do 1 damage per. Alright, our griffin, not looking great. Can't melee because we just stood up.
Gained footing.
So instead, I'm going to move... Yeah, with my left leg away from the enemies.
10-4.
Don't have vigilance. But I'm going to try to destroy, or at least
Locking on.
damage and impair the sensors of the infantry suppression turret. And of course the large laser missed, because why wouldn't it? Commando's about to get an axe to the face, though.
Light damage, Commander.
Aye, aye.
turning off the mask. So we successfully got one round out of it without exploding. And it got us into a better position to be able to successfully fire on... Yeah, that's the right call. It got us in position to successfully fire on the weak side of the hazard, so... That was the mask showing its value.
Got past the armor.
Receiving you. Location confirmed.
Mongoose, go ahead and get in close. Get the optimal hit chance. And blow it up. Alright, so now there's nothing that can shoot our griffin in the open leg.
Orders?
And we're also going to position ourselves for the melee attack. 59.2% for 159 damage.
Location confirmed.
And fire the LRMs just for fun. But that's a miss. Unfortunate. However, since it was a physical weapon attack and not a kick, we still keep our 1 evasion. What little good that will do. Now we're getting hit in the... Oh no, he's going for the mongoose. Amazing.
I'm here.
And since we're too hot to fire our medium lasers anyway... Oh, we moved the MRM-30 to the arm. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. If the MRM-30 was still in the side torso, I was going to punch and fire the MRM-30 into melee. Super effective, but... I don't want to risk losing our stability, do I? Actually, I think I do. I think I do. And we missed. But it's fine, because now we're unsteady, so hopefully... Hopefully they target our completely fresh mech instead of the mech that has the open leg.
Orders? On my way.
Mongoose looking a little rough, so I think I'm actually going to vigilance here. Just in case the target goes for him.
Copy that.
Or the, commando goes for him, either way.
Yep.
And are we able to axe again? Nope, that's a charge only. Okay. So in that case, move.
You got it.
Risk some stray shots because why not? Wow.
Firing.
Alright, we got some mag pulse on him. His sensors should be impaired. Stop moving away. But again, position the griffin so his open side is away from the
Good
enemies.
to go.
I think the mongoose is going to try to draw fire from the turret.
No shooting. Just running.
No sensors, huh? I mean, it doesn't have a weapon. Whatever weapon it had, it's either out of ammo or just busted. So yeah, all that's left is the commando.
Bye.
Well, the axe isn't working,
Understood.
so let's try this instead.
Aye, aye.
I mean, there's an SRM-4 gone,
Scored a critical hit.
so now he's down to just an SRM-6. Oh, now we can axe him again. 81.7% because he's unsteady. That's more like it. Yep. That's a 10-ton axe against the light mech.
Standing by. Move
Yeah,
order
so
received.
it's in the bag. Our good mechs actually carried the day.
I'm here.
I'm gonna reserve this.
Yep.
You cannot physical weapon somebody on the ground. Unfortunate. But we can still laser and deadfire after we kick him. There we go. So our melee mech has successfully gotten 2 kills. Beautiful.
Enemy eliminated. Standing by.
Now we just destroy the turret.
Acknowledged.
I mean, we can just turn off the stealth because there's nothing to shoot at us anymore. Yep, there's all the enemies down.
One less turret. Mess him up. Mess him up. Aye, aye.
Alright, and I don't feel like dealing with the load times or, you know, whatever. We know the Urbanmech got messed up, and we know the Roguetech got messed up. We might have lost them. Who cares? That has been your episode of Mechlab Monday for the week. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, have a good one.
Aye, aye.
Enemy structure is weakening. Structure down. It's history.
Brought it down, Commander.